Yes, again, guys, thank you so much for joining us on my YouTube channel, Otako, and this is Otako myself and Onyango in the building today. Yeah. So, guys, I've been eager for this session with Onyango. Onyango, how are you? How was your week, by the way?
Yeah, the week has really been a very, very busy one. I was completely taken over by work, but suddenly I got done with that really yesterday, and I have 10 days free.
How do you feel? Good.
Yeah, I really feel good to be here again. And of course, the question that Otako asked me when I arrived here was like, so Onyango, are you ready to tell us about how it goes on with the ausbildung, as in how to find a place to work or do your apprenticeship during the ausbildung, and where to get a school? So, and that's what we want to start with, I guess, right?
We should start with this because personally, as I told you, I'm really eager, looking for way out of finding a school, finding a job, and finding an ausbildung. And this is so hard for me. I sit on my table, I write, I research. I don't really understand where to start from. So I am also interested in knowing today, how do we deal with the issue of preparing us?
Okay. So I will start with, first of all, of course, knowing what you want to study as a person. That is really very important, and there are quite really many of them. And of course, knowing what that is called in the German language. And as I told you last time, you remember, of course, last time when we shot that video, I said, you know, to be able to succeed in this whole process of finding something to study and what papers to organize for that, you need to understand the language. Because there's no ausbildung here, in most cases, that will be taught in another language apart from German. Okay? So, meaning you need to know what you want to study and what it's called in the German language. And when you know that, there's of course that website that I normally use, or that I normally kind of like count on normally when I'm supporting someone to also find something to study in Germany. And that is what we call the azubi.de.
Okay, we shall put the link down so that you can look at that. Azubi,
So when you go on the website of Azubi, it will first of all show you quite many options, but it has a search option where you kind of like find what you want to study. This is the information you feed in, first of all. And it will also show you, it will also give you the opportunity to choose the place where you would like to find that study. Okay? And when that is done, of course, you will see them, and it shows you then the places, you know, of adverts from different schools or from different workplaces, you know, advertising how many places they have for students and when exactly they will be offering the ausbildung, right?
And do they break down in that what exactly is required to do per ausbildung?
Yes, exactly. So in most cases, you will find them, of course, telling you what level of education they want, they expect from you to do the ausbildung. They will also tell you the level of education at the level of German language you need to know. And that is if they are really kind of like, they've had really a big number of foreign people or people from other countries that have also gone through them. Of course, that way they will be they will even make it wider by telling you, this is the level of German we also expect to get from you. Otherwise, in most cases, they will not tell you the level of German they expect from you, but they will say, we want someone who speaks also, you have to be able to speak fluent German. So it's only those who have experience with people from other nations that are kind of like a bit clear on what kind of level of German you need, you know, to take the study. Exactly.
But if I ask, like now, as you have said, of course, I need a German language. Do I need to be able to speak it, or I should have a paper that shows that I studied this language?
Of course, first of all, you will need to be able to speak the language to convince them that you really know what you're doing and you really know what you're going into. Secondly, they also need a certificate proving your level of skills in the language.
Okay.
So without paper in Germany, it becomes critical a bit. Yes. Yeah.
So what else?
So when you're done with that, of course, you go search, get into the website of those institutions. You see how many places they have, the location of where the workplaces are or where the school is. You know, after having fed in all information that you really need, okay, about the location, which study, of course. And when you find an institution that is of your interest, of course, you start recording their, their contacts.
Okay.
And when you record their contacts, of course, you then get to call them.
Okay.
You know, as in, it's what I would advise people. There are people who like writing emails, but as Onyango and as I know, as it is for the case of many Ugandans that have grown up with or that have been around, most of us are not into writing so much. And I don't know whether it has something to do with kind of culture somehow. You know, this is something we've turned into our culture somehow, or I don't know. But we normally don't write so much. So we call. And I normally find calling kind of like calling is kind of like so direct. You know, you really get to them right away, and there is no way they will prevent that call if they are next to it.
Okay.
They will be forced to take the call, receive, and talk to you and explain to you whatever you need to know. Okay. You know, so of course when you call them, you introduce yourself to them, tell them what you're looking for. For example, I'm Onyango Aldo. I'm asking if you have places for this and this ausbildung, you know, because I saw it on your website and I'm interested in taking that ausbildung. So they then tell you, and they of course may tell you to write them. Of course, in most cases, they will ask you to write your application and send it to them. Send your application later. You send the CV also attached to it. And probably also other certificates they may need, like the one of your level of German, your proficiency. And they may also ask for some other special certificates, of course. You know. So when that process is done, you know, when you send it to them, normally there are people who send it via post, but there are also those who send it also via email, okay, right? Yeah. And when you send it via email, you're really so sure it will reach them the same day.
That's true.
Via post,
it will have to
there is the opportunity of it reaching that same day if you're still within the same region, or the chance of it maybe arriving the next day.
Yeah, perhaps in 2 days.
Yeah, depending on how one likes it.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Yeah.
Exactly.
So to just be clear that what would you share with, what should I do personally? Because should I start calling people when I see their numbers?
Yeah.
I should call them and say, ich bin Taco und ich musste das Ausbildung machen.
Yes.
Ich habe diese auf online gelesen.
Yeah.
You see, my German is really hard. So that's how you have to fight on your call. They will always understand you. That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah. If you take your time, of course, yeah. But you need to be articulate, you know, yeah.
So it's better to first write down?
Yes, and you know what you want to tell them.
You know what to tell them. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but it's also really so bad to write because it's really another, you know, it's another kind of like automatic addiction when you write. You'll be drawn to reading exactly what you wrote. So the other person on the other side will know you're reading something. Because you won't be so fluent in the way you're kind of like talking. You know, it will be very right German, but they will still feel you like saying like, ich bin, you know, so you won't really kind of like, you know, or if you decide to also really go through it, I'm Otako, and are looking for an Ausbildung between this time and they will know you're reading something, so you need to go much more natural. You only need that paper to kind of like guide you in cases of okusikatira.
Yeah, in Uganda, okusikatira. Maybe in English, like in case you're pausing, you are lost somewhere.
Exactly.
You're able to recover yourself.
Exactly.
To be on the point.
Yes.
But what I've experienced in my little time of trying to call these numbers,
yes.
Most times they give me time and they talk to me. And actually, they understand me.
Yes.
Even though my German is not good, and they get back to me and tell me, okay, now, Otako, mach das, und das, that's the email.
Yes.
Bitte schreiben uns eine Nachricht.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, hey, it works.
Exactly. It's what they will always ask for. Yeah. So, and to really get back to this topic, as in normally, when you've done that part and they tell you write to us, you send them all this, they go through it, it may take 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5 days till they get to read through your whole things. And they will then, in most cases, if the person is really nice, they will tell you, when will you have time? Between this date and this date. So we could fix an appointment and you could come here and we have a deeper talk about this and maybe also show you what we do or how things are run here. And that is what we call in German Hospitation.
Now you put it in English.
Yeah. Hospitation is more of like, I will kind of like, it's more of like, you go to the place, you get to see things with your own eyes. They show you everything. You get to see things, on a first hand and not being told this through stories.
Okay.
You're right there, you see everything, and at the end of the day or at the end of the session, they sit with you and ask you, so do you feel ready enough to do this Ausbildung, to work with us here, to join our school, or do you still need time to think about it?
So actually, they ask you that, do you think you need time to think about working with us?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
so nice. We could create that gap for you to really think about it, and when you're done with thinking about it, you get back to us and let us know if you're ready for it, And when it reaches that, and you tell them, I'm ready to do it. Let's assume you're convinced and you're like, that's really my thing. They will give you, of course, they will already send you a contract.
A contract.
Yes.
And then when you get the contract, you say,
you say, you celebrate, you sign the contract, send them the copy that you've signed, and you retain one. Because they will send you two. So one will be signed and sent to them, and the other one you sign, you also retain for yourself, for future use in case of any happenings anywhere. You never know.
Okay.
Imbaga zimanyo kugwao anyhow.
So
parties happen, right? So when you've reached that point, then everything is okay. Then you can only prepare to do your Ausbildung. But there is a time when they may tell you to send us this and that and that. And at one point they also call you, or sometimes they may even not get back to you. That's if they don't like you, maybe basing on the CV and everything, they're like,
maybe they don't have space.
And there are many reasons for it. Or sometimes someone looks at your CV and they think, but we don't think this person will be of really great use to us. That alone can lead to a red card or a penalty. Of not being called, but of course it won't be said in your face. Or sometimes they may write you an email and tell you, we are sorry, So it can also happen. Probably they put those places there, we have we have placements for 45 people. And you write them probably in time thinking you will get a place. And then maybe happens within that same process that maybe other people already sent in their applications before you, and you end up losing that opportunity. That chance is also there. So, it's a thing of a chance. But normally with Ausbildungs, you have really quite many opportunities. I don't want to discourage you. And there you will be. The next time you'll be sitting at the table, taking a juice, or also chewing käse, trying to integrate yourself into the German life. I don't know.
Like when you know käse, then you're becoming the German life. Cheese.
So that's where we are. So that was it generally.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome, brother.
So we take this time, our coffee time, and share serious issues.
Yes.
Not serious, but converse Because the problem is this guy,
Yeah.
Otako, is looking for a house building.
Yeah.
I take this time when they advise him, maybe I share with you guys
Yeah.
what exactly. And the moment I get the chance to do that, first, what is the one that they...
The Vorstellung. Yes. Introduction. Yes.
I'm going to be strong.
You'll be strong and you'll get it.
And I was told,
Inshallah.
when you're talking to a German person,
Yes.
you look them in the eyes like this.
Yes.
And you tell them, I am here.
Yes.
I want to do this job.
Yes.
If you don't give me, it is okay, but ich bin da.
Yes, exactly.
You
Eye
look
contact,
them in the
yes,
eyes. Guys, when you go for interviews in German, eye contact.
Yeah.
Even though it's not in German, even in the embassies, eye contact. When you look people in the eyes, they have you, you have them.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
guys, thank you again for this time to listen to our conversation, and we hope those who are looking for house buildings, they get them, and perhaps even those who are in Uganda or maybe in another part of the world or in Africa and they want to come here and take house buildings, keep the journey, keep writing the emails, keep the research, inform yourself. When you inform yourself, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Also, dann, I would really go this way now, I'll go German, saying, ich bedanke mich bei euch für die Aufmerksamkeit und ich bete, dass sich Gott euch ganz, ganz gut kümmert. Okay? Let God take good care of you. And I'm really so thankful for the support and the attention. And until next time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, tuko pamoja.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Otako, before you go, subscribe. You're not on social media.
Hey, I'm on your side.
You're on my side.
I'm on your side, yes.
Because we are neighbors and within
exactly.
the Marburgers, so we keep time sharing. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Dankeschön.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ich bedanke
Mich.
mich.
Ja.